Now I'm thinking 6,600 by the end of this year and 7,500 by the end of next year. It's a bull market. It's been a bull market for quite some time. Generally speaking, stocks are in fact meant to be held for the long run. Warren Buffett's been saying it. Professor Jeremy Siegel's been saying it. And the problem is people who pick tops rarely pick bottoms. I have an amazing track record at picking bottoms, and that's because I have a relative that I don't speak to too often who always calls me up at bottoms and says, Eddie, should I get out?
Listen, I have the same relative.
I just compare that to the Investors Intelligence Bull Bear ratio. And when he calls me up and when that ratio is under one, I said, bingo, here we go.
One of the things I find interesting, and we've been both doing this long enough, I think in the last 2-3 days, I've read now 5 or 6 long, in-depth articles about how the AI revolution, it's just another dot-com bubble and so on and so forth. And I do remember the dot-com bubble. I think you do too.
Yeah.
But we're a little different, aren't we?
I think so. First of all, there really aren't a lot of these dinky little dot-coms that have raised a lot of money and burn it and then they're gone. And when they're gone, suddenly all this demand for technology disappears, which is kind of what happened. There was a lot of small companies raising a lot of money that just had an idea and the idea didn't pan out and they burned a lot of money and then they went out of business and investors figured out that there was no point in funding these kind of companies anymore and the whole thing kind of imploded. Also, there was a lot of borrowing in the junk bond market by telecommunications. It's amazing how much money you can make when you lend money to your customers to buy your product. But if they start stiffing you, then you're really in trouble. And that's kind of what happened back then. Here we've got these amazingly cash-rich, magnificent 7 companies that have a tremendous amount of free cash flow and they're investing it. And if the investments go bad, they'll figure something else to do, but they're not going to go out of business. And meanwhile, they're buying a lot of these dinky little companies on their own and trying to leverage up what they do into bigger businesses. It makes a lot more sense than sort of the model we had back during the tech bubble and tech wreck in the 1999-2000 period.
Watch the full episode of Money Mavericks by clicking on the link in the description.